Thank you, Your Honor. We're in a position to establish the parent-child relationship full agreement. At this time, Your Honor, I'd like the court to note that while the father has not been served, he is present in the courtroom, has been emailed a copy of the state's petition.
Okay, so noted.
I did get served yesterday.
Okay, Mr. Key. Moving forward, I want to read the agreements out into the record. Parties are in agreement for paternity to be established for the child, in this case, Journey Taylor, born March 22nd, 2024. Parties are in agreement that there has been no family violence within the past 2 years. However, both parties are requesting a non-disclosure of their address from today's court order. They're in agreement for there to be a mutual non-disclosure. Parties are in agreement for a joint managing conservatorship. This portion is agreed to, but it's the court's discretion. Parties are requesting 50-50 possession. Then they've been switching weekly and week on and week off. They would like to continue that. Parties are in agreement for a pickup and drop off location of Mike Mosley Elementary at 1851 West Camp Wisdom Road in Grand Prairie, Texas, 75052. Parties are in agreement for there to be a geographic restriction for the mother and the child, and the mother's in agreement to stay in Dallas and contiguous counties. Parties are in agreement that the father has no other minor biological children that he's responsible for. Parties are in agreement that the father is currently working at a warehouse with a gross monthly income of $1,257 per month and a net monthly income of $1,110 per month. Parties are in agreement, and it's the court's discretion to do 50-50 possession and have child support set at $0 starting August 1st, 2025. Parties are in agreement for medical support to be set at $50 per month starting August 1st, 2025. Parties are in agreement that the child is currently on government medical and the mother would like that to remain the same. Parties are in agreement for there to be no retroactive support ordered in today's case. Parties are in agreement for a name change to Taylor-Key. And parties are in agreement for court costs to be billed to the father in today's case. As I said, there's a full agreement, Your Honor, that it will be subject to the court's discretion. At this time, I'd like to call the parties to confirm those agreements.
All right, guys, buckle up. Today we're diving into a courtroom case that starts off calm but soon turns tense. The attorney confidently lays out what seems to be a full agreement. Paternity established, 50/50th custody, $0 child support, and even a name change for the child. Everything sounds perfectly organized, but sometimes, when things seem too smooth in court, it's just the quiet before the storm. The tone feels polite and procedural, but you can sense the calm before something bigger brews. Everyone in the room thinks it'll be a simple case, none realizing that hidden emotions are waiting to surface. This isn't just paperwork, it's the setup for a revealing turn that no one expects.
All right, go ahead.
First, I'd like to call the mother. Ma'am, can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Jamira Taylor.
Thank you so much, Ms. Taylor. And what is the name and ages of the child we're here for today?
Journey Taylor.
And who is the... Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going.
I said she's 15 months.
Thank you so much. And who is the father of that child?
Jermaine Key.
And just to confirm, you are not seeking a DNA test, correct?
Can you state that again?
Just to confirm, you're not seeking a DNA test today, is that correct?
No.
Now, at the time were you married at the time of conception?
No.
Is there any other man that could possibly be the father of your child?
No.
Therefore, you're asking the court to accept that, to establish him as the father today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, the previous agreements I read out to the record, you heard those?
Yes.
Are those still your agreements this morning?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
Those are the extent of my questions for you this morning, Ms. Taylor. Is there anything else you would like to add to this case? I mean, to the court regarding your case?
No, sir.
Thank you so much. Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to pass this witness to call the father, Mr. Jermaine Key. Can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Jermaine Key.
Thank you so much, Mr. Key. Now, Mr. Key, did you hear those agreements I previously read out to the record?
Yes, sir.
And you're agreeing to be established as the father of Journey Taylor today, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're not requesting DNA?
No, sir.
Aside from all that, all the other agreements that I read out to the record, are those still your agreements this morning?
Yes, sir.
You do understand that if you split 50, if the judge agrees to 50-50 possession, child support can be set at $0, but if the judge does not approve your request, that we will request that child support be paid monthly. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, the other agreements, do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your child?
Yes, sir.
And are you asking the court to make that the order of the court today?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else you would like to add to your case, Mr. Key, that I have not asked you so far?
No, sir.
Thank you, sir. At this time, Your Honor, I'd like to...
As both parents take the stand, everything looks routine. The mother confirms paternity, waives DNA testing, and agrees to all terms. The father does the same without hesitation. But from the judge's expression, something feels off. Even though both sides claim full agreement, his tone starts shifting. He senses that beneath these polite answers, something doesn't quite line up. You can almost see the judge piecing things together in real time, questioning if this agreement hides something deeper. The room still looks calm, but tension quietly builds. This is the kind of silence that often comes before a serious reveal, and the judge seems ready to dig for the truth.
All right, I have a couple questions because some things don't make sense to me here. So, okay, first, Miss Taylor, how long have y'all been doing 50-50?
Maybe it's like since I started working in February. In February
of 2025?
Yes.
And so y'all been doing that pretty well and things been working out pretty good
Yes.
with 50-50 since February of 2025?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. So then I don't understand the mutual non-disclosure. Why do you want to keep your address secret if y'all are doing 50-50 and y'all are getting along and y'all are working together to raise your child together? Why does your address need to be secret?
We don't always get along.
Well, y'all are getting along enough to do 50-50, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why do you need to have your address be secret?
Oh, because of threats.
He's threatening you?
Sometimes, like, I guess whenever he's mad, but nothing physical happens.
Okay. What is he threatening to do to you?
Fight.
To fight you?
Sometimes.
When was the last time he did that?
In April.
Okay. So y'all, is April the last time, and were there times before April?
Yes.
Here's where the calm courtroom turns uneasy. The judge challenges the mother on one detail. Why do they both want a non-disclosure if they're co-parenting peacefully? Her hesitation says it all. She finally admits that the father has made threats to fight her when angry. That's the moment the courtroom energy changes. The truth starts spilling out, and everyone realizes this isn't the clean agreement it first appeared to be. The air gets heavier as the mother's words shift the tone completely. You can feel the judge's patience thinning, his curiosity sharpening as he senses there's much more to this story. What started as calm testimony now feels like a confession, turning the case in a totally new direction.
Okay.
When I filed for it, I filed for a child support in April. But since then, after that, we've been cool.
Okay. So basically, Mr. Key didn't want to be put on child support, so y'all end up working out an agreement for him to do 50-50. Is that kind of track with what's been going on?
Yes.
Okay. And you want to do 50-50, or you just, or somebody twisting your arm trying to make you to do it?
No, I want to do it.
Okay. All right, Mr. Key, you agree with Ms. Taylor, y'all have been doing 50-50 since about April or so?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why do you need your address to be secret?
Back to what she said as far as the threats, as far as like just like fighting threats, most time it is mutual. So, you know, the same reason she wants to, the same reason I want to. So
what has she done to you?
Just the same thing she said, just threatening fight, like threatening to fight, threatening violence when she's angry.
How old are you, Mr. Key?
18.
Oh, you're a teenager. So
Yes,
y'all
sir.
both teenagers and you're acting like teenagers. Acting like adults. Adults don't do that. Adults don't want to fight each other. And more particularly, men don't threaten to beat up a woman. That's
Yes,
not
sir.
normal. That's not what people do. I mean, I understand y'all may not be dating anymore, and you may have issues about why y'all were dating and all that kind of stuff. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to ask you that information. But y'all got to get along somewhat for your child.
Yes.
You can't be threatening each other. You can't be cursing each other out. You can't threaten each other with violence. I mean, those things don't make sense. Y'all. That's why I'm like, things don't sound right. If y'all are doing 50-50, it sounds like y'all are doing really well.
When questioned, the father admits he's only 18, and suddenly the puzzle fits. He confesses that both of them have exchanged threats and acted immaturely. The judge's patience snaps as he reminds them that adults don't threaten violence, especially with a child involved. This is the emotional peak of the case. What started as a cooperative deal now exposes two young parents learning the hard way what real responsibility means. The judge's tone grows stern yet controlled, teaching them what adulthood truly requires. You can feel both parents shrinking a little in their seats, realizing how childish their actions have been. It's not anger from the judge, it's disappointment, the kind that hits deeper than any punishment.
Now, I'm not saying you're best friends or you're dating or anything, but you're getting well enough on to be able to manage your child together.
Yes, sir.
That means that y'all shouldn't be doing those extra things or those teenage things.
I agree.
So y'all need to stop doing that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So besides all what y'all have already discussed, I mean, is there anything else I need to know about why you want a non-disclosure, Mr. Key?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to do the non-disclosure. If we're going to do 50-50, there's no reason for your addresses to be secrets.
Okay.
Y'all need to be able to communicate. That's what you're telling me. If you want to do 50-50, you're telling me y'all can figure out how to communicate. And hopefully after today's talk, hopefully that will improve. You may not like the other person, and you might want to say bad things about them, but don't say them in front of the kids, and don't say them to each other. You want to say it to your mother or your brother or whatever in secret, nobody cares. But if you're saying it to each other or saying it around the child, then that's when we care. Y'all cannot act as teenagers. Y'all wanted to be parents, you wanted to be adults, you gotta act like adults. Adults don't do that, except for violent adults. I don't think either one of y'all are violent necessarily. Y'all just don't. Y'all are just kids, and you're making kid decisions, but now we gotta make adult decisions. Okay, so y'all have to let each other know where you live. It's gonna be essential if y'all are gonna do 50-50. I don't know if that's the way it's gonna be forever, but my guess is probably not. But we will see. I hope for the best. All right, so we're gonna leave all that, the rest of it the same, except for the non-disclosure. Either one of you will need to take a copy of this court order to the birth certificate office to change the child's last name. It doesn't matter, father or mother, either one of you can do that. It doesn't do it all by itself. You'll need to ask to amend the birth certificate, and then after you get a copy of the new one, then you'll need to go to the Social Security office so they can change it there as well. So you need to do that extra step before your child goes to school or as soon as possible. All right, y'all are done with court. They're going to email you a copy of the order. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
The judge makes his ruling crystal clear. No non-disclosure, open communication only. He delivers a strong message. If you want 50/50th custody, you must act like adults, not angry teenagers. He urges them to focus on their child, not their conflicts. It's a stern but fair ending that turns into a life lesson for both sides and everyone watching. You can feel the tone shift from frustration to hope as the judge lays down wisdom that could actually change their lives. The courtroom quiets, the emotions settle, and what began as a custody formality ends as a wake-up call about maturity and parenting. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.